But that's not where you started, was it?
No, that's not where I started. I was a striker. we all know, listen, we all start as strikers, don't we? We all, I remember I was playing when I was through like the younger stages. I got released from Leeds at 10 as a striker.
How did that feel?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's hard, when you're young. It's more just embarrassing than anything, because one minute you're training with, top players, and next minute I had to drop down a level. It was called Leeds City Boys, and I went from like one of the average players at Leeds to being the best player. So then I spent 6 months moaning about being released, but then actually I become the best player, and I was scoring goals left, right, and centre. So it was nice, but if I didn't have that, it would have been difficult, because you know what it's like, to get that rejection so young of age. Again, we talk about pressure beforehand. Like, I'm having to deal with getting released at 10 years of age. You know what I mean?
It's like writing a child off, isn't it? I mean, the only thing I can compare it to, and it's no way is it in the same stratosphere of playing for, a first division football team, Premier League team, was, in acting, people just basically say, no, we don't want you. And it doesn't matter whether you're 10 or whether you're 30, 40 or 50, still going to hurt the ego somewhat, isn't it? But even more so at 10, because also there's all that added pressure, all the kids at school, all the kids in the area know you've got the Leeds tracksuit, you've got, the Adidas boots, and, you've got the bag, Micah's going to be something big, man. And all of a sudden, bye.
That's what it felt like. It just like everything had just came crashing down. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's one of those where your friends ask you, oh, so how was training at Leeds today? And you just end up saying, oh yeah, it was all right. You end up being in denial, don't you? Almost, it's like, actually, like, let's see how long I can keep this going.
But that again, Mike, is telling me that being a professional footballer isn't just about being strong of body. You have to be very, very strong of mind, don't you, to deal with that kind of rejection?
Yeah, that's the difficult thing for footballers that people don't realise. I think everyone sees the glitz and the glamour, and a lot of people would give up what they have to be a footballer, but there's so much that goes in behind the scenes. Like, being a footballer is actually quite lonely. You don't know who to trust. You feel like you're on top of the world one day if you played well, but then if you've played bad, you've got everyone on Twitter saying bad things about you, and you might not want to sort of read it, but you might just come across it somewhere. So you have to be the best players, obviously, the best at football, but the mental side of the game, for me, it's the mentally strong ones. Just like I said, there's been players who have been better than me at a younger age, but mentally, they couldn't deal with it. I had one of my best friends, he was at Leeds, he got released, but he was at Leeds till 15, 16. Sheffield Wednesday wanted him, but he couldn't deal with the pressure of being rejected. You know what I mean? Especially at 15, 16 years, your body's growing, you're trying to be, you're becoming a man, everything's changing. And he was like, I can't deal with that pressure. And a lot of people don't see that side. All these fans who are giving people stick on the side and saying, is this, that? As soon as someone in their family is a player or connected into sports in some way, then, or they become protective then, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people don't understand what it actually takes to be a footballer day in and day out.